Hey Pulse, warm greetings and heartiest thanks from the behalf of Shundipish Astrology YouTube channel dedicated to bringing to you all the odds that had remained unheard and untold so long from the den of Vedic Hindu astrology. So Pulse, this morning the topic of astrologization is going to be the analysis of the Rahu Ketu axis, the energy axis of time, with Ketu positing at the first house and Rahu positing at the seventh house. So let's first dive deep into the first house. First house is the ascendant of our natal chart. Is the very representation of our very self. Is our social image. Is how people see us in society or in the surrounding we exist in, or how we conceptualize this world of Maya we are existing in. And Ketu, as we all know, is a shadowy planet carrying forward the karmic legacy formed or constitutionalized in the ultimate code of nemesis for your very soul through cycle of previous births on the basis of the mistakes or on the basis of the good deeds that you have kept on doing since this existing birth. Now, Ketu, the headless planet positing at the ascendant, indicates the Praradhial pattern related to your very self. The Praradhial pattern related to your very soul. So, it is about how you are recognized in your previous births. It may be good or bad, but whatever it will be, it will depend entirely upon it will entirely be indicated by the dispositor planets of the Ketu in that concerned particular natal chart. Remember, the dispositor planets of Rahu and Ketu matter the most. Now, whatever it was, definitely you will want that to happen again in this existing birth also. Now here you will have to understand one thing, that Ketu is a kind of planet without any head. It is the dragon's tail. Now for true identity, Ketu will look to its head, the dragon's head, to the Rahu. Now, if Ketu posits at the first house, the Rahu will automatically posit at the seventh house. Seventh house, the house of relationships, the house of your counterparts, or your business partners, or your marital spouse, or so on. So, such natives will always stay engrossed in search of their true identity, to knowing what they really are, from their relations or partnerships with their counterparts in this existing birth. Now, it is very obvious that such natives with Ketu positing in the first house will find their true identity after marriage or from their partnerships, and it will of course happen according to the Praradhial significance of that particular concerned soul. Now let's move forward and understand Rahu in the seventh house. Rahu is our desire, is our wants for more and more, which does not know how to get satisfied. It is our insatiable thirst for more and more. So with Rahu positing at the seventh house, in the house of relations or partnerships, in the house of marital spouse or counterparts, will make such natives entirely self-obsessed. I mean to say self-obsessed to that extent always engrossed in its pursuit to getting more and more from their relations or spouse. Such natives may even get indulged into extramarital relationships or illicit kind of relationships to find out what more they can get from the aspect of relationships. You should also have to take into consideration the fact about Rahu, indicating that Rahu does not care about social norms too much. It likes to break boundaries. So it will be quite obvious with such natives that they will not stay satisfied with their partners, or tend to cheat on their partners, or to change the same very often to see what more they can get, to explore what is in wait for them from the aspect of relationships. And such natives, believe in my words, such natives are very smart in doing this. So smart that they have kept on doing this through cycle of previous births. And it is for this reason that they have been given the verdict from the ultimate court of the nemesis to be born without any head, to be born without identity, to be born with Ketu, the headless planet, positing at the ascendant of their natal chart. So, after hearing this far, it should have to be very much clear to you that such Rahu Ketu axis with Ketu at first house and Rahu in the 7th house clearly indicates that such natives will be without any identity, and they will always stay engrossed in search of their true identity in their partnerships, or in their counterparts, or in their relations, or in their spouse, marital spouse. Now let's move forward, pause, and understand the real and the illusory. The real and the illusory representation of situations for such natives. Such natives should have to find their true identity from their relationships, from their counterparts, from their spouse, and after they have met their spouse or the counterparts of their heart, situations will start surfacing in such a way to making them feel unsatisfied with what they have got. And they will try to break boundaries and try to get into illicit kind of relationships to quench their insatiable thirst for more and more. They will obviously do that. But trust me that these kind of situations are like mirage, only asking you to change your counterparts, only asking you to change your spouse or to cheat on your relations, only to find nothing. Remember that the headless planet positing at the headless planet, referring a personality without any kind of identity, positing at the house of identity, that is the ascendant, very simply indicates that such natives have done such kind of mistakes with their relations or with their spouse or with their counterparts, and have kept on doing through cycle of previous births. they have been doing such mistakes, such things, such heinous deeds quite smartly. And now situations are surfacing in front of them in such a way, luring them to commit the same mistake again, only to get doomed, only to get caught by the traffic police, only to face the wrath of the traffic police. So the natives, such kind of natives, should have to understand that these kind of situations are meant for understanding their previous mistakes and thus to adopting the most appropriate and the rectified behavioral approach and reactions to their spouse or to their counterparts. And believe in my words that by doing this only, stunning things will start materializing in your existing birth for you, completely free of cost. And even spending $1,000 for such things, for bringing about such kind of things in your life, will only take you to the path of mirage, only to face the wrath of the traffic police. So though the situations may be full of hardships, may be tiresome, may be unbearable, but such natives should have to understand that these are according to the Praradhial pattern from the ultimate code of the nemesis, and they should have to accept that and change their behavioral reactions quite accordingly to their spouse. And these illusory representations of situations are merely temporary, and they will evaporate like mists the moment they will accept the transformation, bringing about change in their behavioral reactions and approach towards their spouse very easily. So for such natives, my advice will be to see the reality hidden by the black curtain present in front of your very eyeballs, and understand your previous mistakes and shift your track to the right one, as Nemesis is asking you to move forward in, so that Mother Earth can bless you with all the abundance that she has in offering for all of her children. Now, before summing up, before concluding this video, let's give you the advice of remedies, the remedies of transformation in your behavioral reactions and approaches. Such natives should have to understand, or should have to be able to discern between the real and the illusory, ending up with the ultimate awareness of what they should do, how they should transform their behavioral reactions and approaches towards their spouse or towards their counterparts. And such natives, miraculous changes or stunning or brilliant changes will start materializing in the life of such natives after their marriage, or from their relationships with their counterparts in business spheres. And here you'll have to understand, here you'll have to take this fact very seriously, that the Rahu Ketu axis, the energy axis of time, clearly indicates how you should change yourself in terms of the spheres related by the exact Rahu Ketu axis present in front of your natal chart. And this guide from the ultimate core of the nemesis I should present it in this way, that this guide quite able to interpret the narratives from the ultimate core of the nemesis through your natal chart may help you or may guide you to moving you or to shifting your track to the right one, as destiny is asking you to move forward to getting the ultimate bliss of moksha in the midst of abundance. Thank you, Ma, and thank you all of you for listening to me on my YouTube channel. And here I would like to add a necessary addition, that all whatever you have heard here in this video are already presented in my website at www.shundipishastrology.com in written format with image based analysis, so that you don't have to search for the subtitles that many of you asked me to deliver that. But believe in me that due to lackage or shortage of time, as of now it is hardly possible for me. So please visit my website after listening to me on my YouTube channel. And the moment I will get time, I will also like to add the subtitles in my videos also. Again, thank you all.